my screen? Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So, yesterday we have completed the complete part of session. Apart from these two, these are very simple to understand. So the basic concept of filter, yesterday we have discussed how the filters are invoked, like pre-processing and post-processing. So what are the advantages of filter also? So advantages of filter we will learn today, and how to configure a filter. So how to get unique parameters in filters. Next, okay, in filter chaining. And select input stream and select output stream. That's it. So this is enough. So there are some more topics like listeners also. So it is very advanced. I think we might not discuss the topic. No one is using listeners nowadays. Okay, then. For rules, I will explain you a brief about listener. Fine. Let's resume from yesterday's topic. So filters. So filters. Have you understood what is filters from the yesterday's concept? Can anyone say what could be the filter and what?
Filter is filter is a collection of.
Question. Yeah. What can be achieved by using making use of filter concept? Tell me.
So filter is a collection of session methods where we filter. We filter the login details and the login session validations, and it can be a wrapper class. Like we can use it across the sessions, across the sessions.
Advantages. Okay, fine. Next, anything can we achieve using making use of filters?
You can avoid errors.
Huh?
You can avoid errors by writing code again and again. We can reuse the code. I mean, using filters we can make use of the same code.
Then anything? Anything else? Okay, fine. So let me explain you. So what are validations? So validating, so where we have to write this filter, where we have to use this filter. Okay, we have to use this filter So we have to use this filter for pre-processing and post-processing of a servlet request. So pre-processing and post-processing. So actually we have a URL pattern. So to hit a servlet, we have a URL pattern. Suppose my servlet is generic servlet sample is my servlet, or HTTP servlet sample is my servlet. So I want to hit that servlet. So before hitting and after the completion of request, we can make use of so before hitting the servlet, we want so suppose I want to initialize something, or I want to do some operation. So after the servlet request completes, I want to do some operation. So in that cases, either or and or. Okay, we can make use of both these things, or we can make use of single thing, or we can make use of this thing. Okay, so that's it. So that is the definition of filter. So it is pluggable. Pluggable in the sense, if we write one filter like validation filter, okay, so all the URL parameters, so query string, you know the query string, right? Do you guys know what is query string? Can anyone say?
Query string in JDBC?
No, in URL.
Where we give the question mark?
Yes.
That is where we give the question mark and we pass some parameters using that username and password.
Yes. XYZ. So this is my application name. Login is my servlet. Okay, here I will give question mark. Username is equal to ABC and ABC. Okay, so you will call this as a query string. Okay, so this is a protocol. So I will explain you the anatomy of URL. I think I already explained this one. So let me explain one more time. Protocol slash hostname colon port number slash application name slash servlet name slash question mark. So this is the anatomy of URL. How every URL will follow this syntax. Port number should be there. Host name should be there. Must and should. The protocol should be there. Host name should be there. Port number may or may not be. Okay. So if my application is deployed in some server called Tomcat or some WebSphere, WebLogic, JBoss or some kind of server, so if that server is running under 80 port. Okay, so this is very important, guys. So if any server is running universal port number, so HTTP universal port number is 80, default port number is 80. So if you make that server to run under 80 port, okay, so there is no necessary to keep colon port number, colon 80, okay. So simple host name is enough, okay. So Now here comes port number is not mandatory. So host name is mandatory and protocol is mandatory. Okay. Application name is also not mandatory. Okay. Every server. So why application is is not mandatory? Application name is not mandatory. So if you go through this Tomcat installation directory, this is my Tomcat installation directory. If I go through these web apps, I need to install all my applications in web apps. Okay, I need to upload the var in web apps like this one, access2.var. So it will extract once the server is started. It will I will explain you in detail how the anatomy of structure of this Tomcat later. But why this application is not application name is not mandatory? I am explaining. So I uploaded a var called access2.var. Okay. I started my server. So once I started my server, so Tomcat has an intelligence that every var file it will extract and place it in the name what we have given, access2. So see here, access2 folder. Okay. Inside it the same structure what we web application structure. Okay, fine. So to access this access2, so we need to give application name as access2. Have you got my point? See, I'll explain you one more time. So yesterday we generated this sample.var, right? Okay, this sample, this servlet sample we run this servlet sample like this. If you observe the URL pattern, so if you observe the URL, so this is protocol, host name, port number, because my Tomcat is running under this port, so that's why I have to specify this one. Okay, and application name. Okay, why it is having application name like this? Because our var is generated in such a way that servlet sample.var. So that's why my application name should be servlet sample. So it created a folder, directly it will create a folder called servlet sample. So in the same way, so if we upload access2.var, it will create access2 folder. So if we want to access some resource from access2, we need to specify application name as access2. So that's why we need to do like this. So suppose if I don't want my application name, so I don't want this access2, so I don't want my application name visible. So what can I do? See, so there is a folder called root. Just remove all these things. Okay, place all your access2, copy all these things and place in root folder. Okay, so if you give localhost /8081, what is this? So if you file like this, so you will so no need of access2 here. Okay, if you file like this, it will directly redirect to access1. So it will directly point to access, not redirect. Points to access2. Okay, so I will show you an example later. Right. So and servlet name, it's not mandatory. So there might be some JSP also. We can call JSP also. So we can make URL pattern. So servlet name is servlet URL pattern. Okay. So you can make your servlet URL pattern like this also. Okay, so remove this one. Only slash is enough. Okay, what will happen? If we run this program, see. Okay, it directly called doGet of the HTTP servlet. Why it called doGet? So because my URL pattern is only slash. Okay, it will directly call. So no need of this is also not mandatory. Query parameters also as usual not mandatory because we are not passing any username in the and password in this. So servlet. So we may not pass also, right? In this case, we are not passing anything, right? So, okay, fine. So now, from where we came here? So what are we discussing? Pluggable, right?
We were discussing query parameters.
Query parameter.
Query string.
Query string. Okay, from where we got into query string, pluggable only. Okay, fine. I'll explain you what is how pluggable kind of thing can be achieved. So in this URL, so if you see in this URL, what is my URL pattern here? Servlet URL pattern here. Hey, what happened, guys?
Yes.
What is my servlet URL pattern? Is this not visible to you?
Yes, that is visible.
Okay, so in this URL, what is my servlet URL pattern?
Login is the servlet that we are using, and after
it
that
is URL pattern. Login servlet URL pattern, right?
Yes.
Login is my servlet URL pattern.
Yes.
Login. Okay. So this is a servlet URL pattern. Okay, I will write a filter. I will configure the filter in such a way that login. Okay. So every request need to come from this validate filter. Okay, I think you will not understand this one. So if I show you an example, you can get.
So we may have redirect from the filter to the servlet.
Yeah, it's not called redirect. Redirect term is different. Okay, so filter is, yesterday we have discussed, right? What is filter? It's just like a water purifier. So it filters some data.
Yes.
Okay, so in servlet technology, so it will filter. So filter acts like this. So so if you take a validate filter, so validate filter will validate all your query parameters, all your input parameters. Suppose if the username is empty, so I am not giving username. Okay, I am just giving username is equal to empty. So it should redirect in filter itself. It should not go to my login servlet. Okay, you should redirect to some error screen. Okay, so sometimes you will see in website the site is down. Please try later. Okay, sorry for your inconvenience. You will get these kind of things. So what might be the issue in background? Any assumptions?
So there may be some issue so that.
No. You will get a page called like this, right? Our site is in maintenance. please come after some time.
So they will just
They will say
remove the
like,
validation function in the filter, and the filter will get repeated again and again.
yes, exactly. Okay, so how can we achieve that scenario, like site under construction?
They will just remove the validation from there.
Okay, so in valid in any filter. So suppose my site in my site, so home is my first servlet. Okay, before home. So what I will do is, before home, I will write a filter called some XY, not XYZ. So some maintenance filter. Okay, home. Okay, I will design my website like this. Okay, so maintenance filter / home. So what this maintenance filter will do? It won't do. It won't do nothing. Okay, in that filter, what I will write code is, so directly process the I will call some method like some do process or something. It would be. So if you pass request or and response to it, so your servlet will be called. Okay, I will write some code. I will show you what the code I will write. Okay, directly process the servlet. So in maintenance filter, I will do nothing. So just a proxy. Okay, so, but in validation filter, I will do so I will do like this in validation filter. So get parameters. Check the parameters for empty string. If empty, redirect to error page. Else, process the servlet. So this is validation filter, and this is my maintenance filter. So in the maintenance filter, I will directly process the servlet. I won't do anything. Okay. Suppose I want to make my make my site under construction, means under maintenance, means what in the back end, what is happening means, so they are upgrading with new code. Okay, suppose if your site got like this, means from the next time, will you open this page as a user perspective?
No.
Right? So if I show you some error message, okay, please be patient. We'll come back soon. So the site is under maintenance. So we are upgrading our servers, or else if we give some message like this, we are upgrading some UI features which will help you for fast navigation. Some kind of message. If I display that message, I might come. So user might come the next time. Okay, if my site gives this error page, I won't come again to this page. As a user, I won't come. If I see some message like reasonable message, our site is in under maintenance. If you see, so today morning Okay, so this is some site. Okay, I saw some message like this. Oh, it's released. Okay, so the site is done. So before this site would be in different UI. So but now it is beautiful. Okay, fine. So 2 days back when I tried to hit this site, it shown me error called we'll come back soon with new features, some kind of message. Okay, but now it has installed. Okay, with new features. So easy navigation and look and feel is also very simple. Okay, like that.
Google
So
has
like
also some of the issues with this. It shows sometimes down.
what kind of message you will get?
It's the servers are currently I mean, currently servers are down. Please come back in a few minutes. It says like that.
So that is different. Okay, so you will so every servlet how they will write means, so every servlet they will handle some exceptions. Okay, so if you are getting some message like this, what you said, so our servers are busy, some kind of
Servers are
thing, right?
down. Yes, servers are down. Please come
Servers
back.
are down.
Yes.
Okay, so that is also is a part of maintenance thing. So some people will write like this. Okay, they will stop the server. Okay, they will write a simple servlet called home. Okay, they won't stop the server. They will undeploy their application. Okay, so here access to, I will undeploy this access to, and I will keep this folder like this only. Okay, I will remove all these things. So here I will write a simple HTML page, index.html page. So in that index.html page, I will write a code in such a way that our servers are down. Please try later. Or else in exception handling, suppose I got some exceptions in my servlet. Okay, in my home servlet, I got some exceptions. I should not show the exception, entire exception in my servlet, right? So like this. So now I'm in servlet. So in HTTP do get, I'm getting an exception called like this. So if I show like this, as a user's perspective, what you will do? I never come to this site again. Even though this site is promoted, I never come to this site again. So you should show some valid valid reason. Okay, so I got an exception in this line, right? So where I got an exception, so this is my package, right? com.text.sample servlet. So do get. Okay, at this time I got a exception. Okay, so if you see here, so why I got session already invalidated, because I am calling a method called invalidate before using that session. So that's why I got an exception. So if I handle this exception properly, means if I keep all this code in try catch block, and if I got any exception, then I redirect to error page means in catch block. If I redirect to error screen means, so you won't get this look. So you will get some error message called our site is down. Please try later. Some kind of thing. Okay. Previously, 2 days back only, I have seen this this site is under construction. Okay, but now it is up and running. Okay, so in those scenarios you can make use of filters. To achieve those concepts you can make use of filters. It is very important. So filters are nowadays it's very important. Okay, in some scenarios like taken to log. So have you understood this point? To log the time taken for execution of servlet. To achieve this one, we need to use so we need to write code in both the conditions. So what we will write code in pre-processing? Okay, we don't write any code. So we just initialize some variable called pre-date, pre-time. Okay, and the later completion of the servlet execution post time. So we will make the difference, and we can achieve the time taken of the servlet execution. Am I correct?
Yes.
Are you following?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, fine. So in these scenarios, so these four only I got in the I can remember. So there might be many users of this filter. Okay, fine. So now coming back to, so everything is finished. So servlet, what is servlet, and all the explanation is finished. Okay, now how to write a servlet? So how to write a filter? Okay, we'll come here. So let's open our API. Okay, filter is an interface. See, so here they have given examples that have been identified for this design are authentication filters, logging, and auditing filter. Logging and auditing means here this one. Logging and auditing. Auditing filter, image conversion filter. So you can convert the input image. Data compression filters means you can compress the response data. Suppose in the response, if I am passing large amount of data, you can compress. Okay, encryption, decryption. I think you might. So have you heard this word called encryption anytime? Okay, fine.
Encryption where we encrypt the passwords and send it to the servers.
Yeah, exactly. Encryption is in the same way. Okay, encryption. So there won't be any decryption kind of thing. I'll say you what is encryption and encode. So there are two words in security. I will say, so anyhow, while learning frameworks, you have to learn what is encryption. So you will call it as cryptography. Cryptography. Have you heard this word?
Yes. Cryptography is a subject where we use different type of encryption methods to encrypt some data, not only the passwords, but different kind of things.
Okay. If you guys are free, so you watch this movie called what is this movie? So from where this cryptography has come? Oh, I forgot the movie name. Yeah, The Imitation Game. Okay, you note it down, and in free time you watch that Imitation Game. It is completely based on cryptography. So how the Germans has cracked, so Hitler. So how the British has cracked Germans' voice conversations, voice communication in those days. So there will be an engineer. It's a wonderful movie. So there you can learn cryptography by seeing that movie. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Tokenizing filters. Filters that trigger resource. I don't know. Okay, access cell RT filter. Okay, so MIME type chain filter. Okay, so there are many uses, as I said. Okay, right. So since filter is an interface, filter is an object that performs filtering tasks either the request to a resource or the response from the resource. So, so the definition is either the request to a resource or on the response of resource or both, right? So this definition. So this is very simple. Okay, pre-processing, post-process. Okay, so this is the definition of filter. Okay, you need to by heart this one. Okay, so filter perform. Okay, fine. All these are extra this thing. Right. So filter is an interface. So interface means we'll take a filter like this. Class. We'll take a class and we'll keep it filters. We'll write so before that I will show you what is query parameters. Okay, so in this do get username is equal to first dot get parameter of or else we'll make like this. A so let's let's write some real-time servlet. So by making use of this Eclipse, you can directly write a servlet like this. So I will show you like how to write servlet. Making use of Eclipse. So it will show like this. So what is the servlet class name I want to write? Number manipulation servlet. Okay, I want to manipulate the number. Means like addition, subtraction, multiplication. I want to do those tasks. Okay, right. Next. So if you observe here, project, subfolder, Java package, class name, and superclass. Superclass means I want to implement. So I want to extend this from HTTP servlet. So simply this Eclipse only tool is only giving like this. Okay, right. Okay, fine. Init parameters. Okay, if I add here parameter name, initialization parameters also you can add. So suppose let's add something called XYZ. Value is XYZ value. Okay, fine. Add one more ABC value. Okay. So I don't want this big URL pattern, URL mapping. I want number as my URL pattern. Okay, I want another thing. Okay, I want calculate also. Okay. So here this is an advanced concept. So two URLs will point to same servlet. Understood? Okay, right. So next. So here I want to override only do get and do post. Okay, and init. Finish. See, we haven't written. So tool has written all this code. Okay, so all this code tool has been generated. So auto generated all this code. They have also given the comments also. Okay, right. Now coming to here, what I will do. String A is equal to request dot get parameter. So this request dot get parameters is returning string. So that's why initially I have taken string. But we need, but expected value is integer, right? See, A value. B is equal to request dot get parameter B value. Okay. I need to convert. So how to convert string to integer?
Typecast. To string.
How to convert
integer,
it?
To integer. Integer dot to int. No.
You can directly do like this. So these are basic. So you can pass so integer class you have two constructors. You can pass a value like this. Okay. So I want to send in the response the addition. Okay. How to send the response? So I want to add this addition or multiplication or division to in the response. Okay. So how I will add? So you observe this one. Response dot get writer, print writer. Okay. Out. Have you heard the out.println? I think if you are
To the website.
If you have learned this servlet technology previously, so many conditions you will see out.println.
This prints to the direct web page.
Directly the page, yes, exactly. Okay. Addition. So what I can write? A plus B. The same way. Subtraction A minus B. What is this? This is not this integer, right? What is it showing? Compile time error. So the operator minus undefined for argument type string. Okay, I am using string A, right? So that's why it's showing. Here in this case it haven't shown, right? If I make, so this is very important. If I make plus means, so it's not showing anything. Why it is not showing anything? So
because
I can
there is a
two strings. A plus B.
Concatenating.
Yeah, concatenation. Yeah, very good. Multiplication. So after writing into outstream, so we need to do one more thing. Out dot flush. Flush means I am flushing to the response. That's it. I won't write anything in the response. You can end your program. So this method means, okay. So after, so out is a memory leak object, right? So after that, I need to close that one. Yeah, close is also there. So out is a writer object, right? So I need to close that one also. Okay. So now let's try to hit this servlet. So we will also log what are the input parameters. Right. It will be very neat. Okay. So we'll run this program. You don't bother about this one because we made. So okay, when we need to understand what in web.xml how this tool has written, how this tool has configured this servlet in web.xml. We have to see, right? So we'll see this one. See. So this is the automated configuration what the Eclipse has done. See, so it has taken some display name and description tags. So it has taken servlet name as number manipulation servlet. So class name. So init parameters. We have specified init parameters, right? XYZ and ABC. So we also got init parameters like this. So servlet mapping. So we have given two URL patterns, right? Number and calculate. Okay. So as I said, two URLs will be pointing to same servlet. So we can write many URL patterns. So in real time, if you press google.com, so this is different scenario. Okay, right. Or google.co.in or some kind of google.co.uk or US. So you will point to only google.com, right? So you will point to the same screen. That is different context. Okay. So let's start this one. Let's not go out of context today, because today we need to complete all the topics of servlet. Okay, fine. So localhost colon 8081 / what is my application name? Servlet sample / what is my URL pattern? It can be calculate. What are my input parameters? A is equal to 10 and B is equal to 20. Press enter. Have you got in the response? Have you got these things? Are you okay with it? So are these correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
No notification.
Yeah.
Notification.
So what the code we have written? We have logged this one. In server side, we have logged also. We have logged this one. So in server side, we are logging this one. So for this servlet, I will write a filters in such a way that logging filter, I will write logging filter as well as validation filter also. Okay. Suppose let's see what will happen if I give the string as a as some kind of text. What will happen? What is the expected? So any assumptions? What will happen now if I give like this? B value as like this. Any assumptions?
It will directly take from the no hexadecimal.
Any more answers? No. We'll get number format exception. Where we will get number format exception? At 42 line, right? Yes, exactly. So we are directly converting this one. We are not handling exception, right? We have to handle it. Okay, so I will write a code in such a way that I'll keep this as null. I will only handle number format exception. I won't handle exception. So exception is the superclass, right? So I will print also. I will log that exception. I will do all these things only if not equal to null and I will write in the code like this so that I'm already handling exceptions and all these data also. Okay, so I will also write in else. What I will do means I'll make this one like this. So error also I need to show them, right? So I will write my code like this. Okay, so if this message, so if I write my servlet in this way means, so I can achieve, so I can achieve, I can skip this message, right? So user won't be frustrated on seeing this message. So if user sees this message, he will be frustrated and he won't come to our site, our number manipulation site. Okay, if I write the code like this means, so user will be very happy. Okay, now I'll write the same URL. What is this? So I am showing some message, right? Please provide valid inputs. So your inputs are this one. So those are not valid. By seeing these inputs, you will make some correction. Okay, fine. fine. It's working. User won't feel that in server some exception caught, but in server exceptions are caught. Number format exception are caught because we are printing. Okay. I will write my select in like this. Okay, fine. So now I want to write validation select. Okay, I will take all these things. I will write all these things in one filter. Okay, I will write this. What is this? Yeah, this thing in one filter, and this validation is one filter in one filter. Okay, fine. Okay. Now see how I will write a filter. Class validation filter. Okay. So I need to implement filter. Server text. So I need to implement this one. Okay, not all these things. These are different package. Okay. So if you click this one, add unimplemented methods. What are the unimplemented methods? There are 3 unimplemented methods: destroy, init, and something. Okay, right. So see in init you get config. Okay, so in it you got config object. So by making use of what is this config object? Config dot get init parameters. So you can get init parameters which are made which are assigned to this servlet, this filter. Okay. Okay, fine. So now what I will write? So as I said, I will write all this code in the filter, right? So I am writing this one. Okay, I will write a error page, or else I will directly flush it. If I got exception, response dot get writer. Okay, I'll write like this. Okay, take this one off. Okay, I will. So no need of this thing. Just I will validate. So this is validation filter. So just I am validating. Okay. Okay. Just I am converting that one. So if I am not getting any exception, so that is fine. So these are valid. So before going to this number format select, I got all the valid inputs. Okay, fine. If not, okay. Right. Now how to call? So this is my. So what you call this block? processing. Okay. So now how to call my servlet? So as I said, chain should give some method, do filter also. Do filter only, right? So it is not do process. Where I said something, right? It is not do process, it is do filter. Okay. Fine. That's it. So my validation, this thing is finished. Okay. So here, no need of try block for me. Okay, no need of validation means try catch block, right? So everything should be there. Fine. So how I will configure this filter to map to this resource? There is one more tag called filter. Okay, the same way how we are writing servlet, the same way we will write filter also. So there should be a name called. There should be one more tag called. Can anyone guess? So filter is my root tag for configuring this validation filter. What would be the inner tag? Any guesses?
Filter name.
So the same syntax we will follow here also. Whatever we are following this one, so whatever we are following this for configuring, the same thing we will follow in filter also. So just in place of filter, in place of servlet, you just keep filter. So in place of servlet, keep filter. Servlet filter. Servlet filter. Servlet filter. Like that. Can you say? Can you expect? So can you say what could be the next tag?
Filter name.
Exactly. Filter name. What will give the filter name as?
Validation filter.
Or else we will give Bipin filter. So you can write any name. So that's why I am writing any name. Okay. So now filter class, but I need to provide valid name here. Well, it went to only. Drag this one here. Okay, fine. Now it's perfect. So you should give dot validation filter. And now what would be the next tag? The
Filter
mapping tag. Yes. Filter mapping. So inside filter mapping, what could be the tag?
Filter name again. Filter URL.
Filter name. Okay, fine. So in that filter name, what I have to write?
Within filter.
Exactly. Very good. Fine. So and what could be the next tag?
Filter URL.
Same thing. There is no filter here. Here there is no servlet, right?
Yeah.
URL pattern.
URL pattern.
URL pattern. Okay. What is it? So I want to make this this filter available for number. Okay. So I am making this filter available for only number, not calculate. If you observe, so we will have one more. So we will debug this issue. So I'm not setting this filter to calculate URL. Okay, I'm setting this filter to only number. Fine. So now let's try start. Okay, fine. See, okay, let's first start with the positive response number. So you are getting this thing. Please provide valid inputs. But in the server, where you got number format exception, see, but in the server, you got an exception in filter only, right? If you observe here, filters, validation, filter, do filter, line number 29. If you click here, you will directly go here. So, B value, I am giving some invalid value. Okay, this code is executing, and so it came to the catch block and flushed the response. That's it. So it is not going to the actual this thing. Yeah. No. It is going to this thing, right? If you check here, you got two exceptions. One is from filter, and another one is from servlet. So you need to skip this one. So you need to make your servlet handling. You need to drop this servlet handling, right? So because I have written this code here, so that's why it is directly moving to servlet. If I write in try, okay, now you see. So you won't get two exceptions. You will get only one exception. Okay. See here, you get only one exception. That is also from filters only. Not so the process is not went to servlet. Okay. So have you understood this point? Okay, fine. So this is the thing. So this is pre-processing. Okay. So this is validation filter. Okay, now I want to write audit filter. So how much time my servlet response has taken? I want to write that. So I have shown you how to make use of class. So how to write a filter making use of this general way in a class. So implement filter like this. Now I will show you how to write making use of Eclipse. So filter. So in the same way that we have written with making use of this servlet, so in the same way filter. Okay, filter class name. So we'll write class name of this one. Login filter. Login filter. So what should be the superclass? No, superclass, right? So I want interface. Okay, no need. Okay, login filter. Okay, URL pattern. I need to add URL pattern, right? To number. Next. And also to calculate. Next. So implement interface filter. Okay, fine. See, everything tool has written everything. All these things. Okay, fine. Now coming to my authentication. So I will write start time. Current time in millis. Okay. End time. This is enough. Okay. So now the configuration of 2 filters to 1 servlet. This is very important. Okay. So you see, observe here. So if you observe here, so tool only have written all this code. Okay. Fine. See. So 2 mappings, so 2 filter mappings has been written. So one is for number. Okay. So this filter, validation filter, is also for number. So I missed this URL pattern, right? Calculate. I need to add calculate also here. Okay. So let's start this one. So let's comment out this filter. So I need to show you what went wrong in previous example. So I'm validating my filter only. So this validation filter is only available for this URL pattern, not the calculate, right? So what will happen if I call calculate? See, you got exception in directly servlets. Okay, there you are not handling exceptions. That's why you got this message. Okay, have you understood? So here I am not handling any exceptions. So in validation only I am handling exceptions. So I configured only this URL pattern, not this. See here, if I make use of number, it works fine. Okay. Okay. So have you understood this URL? This is very important. So this is the basic, so heart of this filter, to which URL this filter need to be included. Okay. Fine. Now coming to this one. So I am providing this logging filter for both URLs. Okay. But I am providing validation filter for only number URL. So what will, so while running, what will happen, we'll see. Okay. Wait. So I don't write SOPLN here. Okay, I don't write this SOPLN here. I will write SOPLN here. This would be the good place to keep it. So I will write SOPLN here. So in my this thing, I will process only the business logic, not validation, not exception handling, not logging. So logging I am writing here. Server logs. So the logs which we are printing here. Okay. Let's run this program. See what will happen. The number, right? So the URL pattern is number. For number, what filters should be added? both the filters should be added, validation as well as logging. Okay, so we'll check. First of all, we'll check with the valid inputs. Perfect. No exception in server side also. Okay. See, the logged has been, so logging is happening in server side because logging filter also is added to this URL pattern. Fine. Okay, fine. We'll give invalid. Okay. If you see, filter, validation filter, logging is also happened. No. You should not. Yeah, logging is also happened, right? Why is it happened? Okay, there is one more concept I need to say. So, okay, something. Wait. I will say you what I missed. Okay, fine. So logging is also happened, and as well as validation is also happened. So logging is this one. So this is the thing what we have written, and request processed in 1 milliseconds. Okay, this is what we have written in logging filter, 1 millisecond. Okay, fine. So now, so there should be an order, right? There should be order. Why is this? So this audit, so this message should not print until if your only if your servlet is executed successfully. So only the request went to your number manipulation servlet, only this should happen. Have you understood?
Yes.
Okay. If not, it should not print this one. We got exception in validation filter. Okay. Filter needs to be in order. I don't know. So let me check the order of filter. Have you understood the context? There should be some configuration that we need to make in web.xml in such a way that first my validation filter should be called, and next the logging filter should be called, and next the servlet should be called. Okay, the order of filter. That is nothing but chain of responsibility design pattern. The chain of responsibility. So validation filter responsibility is what? So to validate the input parameter. So auditing, so logging filter responsibility what? To log the inputs. Okay. So if you specify some order in web.xml, so I should specify the order like this. So first validation filter should be executed. So if all the inputs are valid, then only it need to go to logging filter. If not, it should not go to logging filter. But here in this case, it went to logging filter and also number format filter. So we'll check it. So actually, I forgot how to write that one. I think we need to write this filter. So we need to take this URL pattern here. No. This is correct only. I think here. Let's try. Because validation filter, Bipin filter is validation filter, and logging filter is, let's write. So validation filter and logging filter. So first you need to get validation filter. Then if validation filter fails, it should not call this one. So I think that is the order thing. If not, I will check later and I will let you know in tomorrow's class. Okay, so no message, no logging message should be printed, right? Yeah, perfectly. So that's what we need to configure there. Okay, this is the configuration. If you want to specify the ordering, so you need to write the filter mapping like in this way. First validation filter need to be executed, and this next logging filter need to be executed. So any more questions? So guys, these are very important. Very, very important. Okay, so you need to practice in such a way that what will happen if I won't give this slash. Okay, don't study anything. Do practical things. Okay, what will happen if I give like this? Okay, so what will happen if I am not giving? So if I am doing like this. Okay, here validation filter. Okay, but my filter name is in filter mapping. I have taken Bipin filter. What will happen? So what kind of exception I will get? So you need to practice in that way. Don't go for tutorials. They will show in tutorials. They will show only the positive way. They won't show negative way, right? So if you want to get negative way, okay, you need to follow all these things. If you follow all these things, you will get exceptions. Okay. So by solving that exception, so if you are able to solve that exception, you are expert. So your learning is completed. If you are not able to solve that exception, there is nothing else. Only positive scenarios you are handling, not all the negative scenarios. So in real time, you won't get all positive scenarios. You definitely get negative scenarios. See, the negative scenario just now what I got. So I have written this this tag here, right? Then what happened here now? So logging filter also called. So later I moved that tag to here. Then orderly it is coming. So it is coming in a chain of responsibility, chain of filters. Okay. So you need to practice in like that. So then only you can get some real knowledge. Okay. So have you tried any filters yesterday? Tried to write any filters yesterday? Anyone? Bipin?
No.
Raghav?
No, I didn't try that.
Raju?
I'll write it today, sir.
Okay, fine. Reva?
No, sir, I didn't write.
Okay, fine. Guys, you need to practice. So without practice, you won't get knowledge on this. Okay, that is up to you guys.
Is it possible to share the video recordings?
I think this Jana, so
Yes, yes.
this guy is Chandra is
Hello.
storing the video recordings, video session.
Hello.
You ask him. Yeah.
Okay.
Chandra is making these things, I think.
Hello. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes. Who is this?
Yeah, yes, sir. This is Sangeeta. Yeah, we are recording the classes and we will email you.
Okay.
Not me.
Yeah.
Riva asked. We
Yeah,
just mailed you.
we will email everyone. I just have a quick question, sir.
Okay.
So there is an alternate way for implementing these filters, like using the custom classes, right? So what is the advantage? So for pre-processing as well as post-processing, we can have a utility class, and from the utility class we can call the validate methods, and even for custom error pages we can configure that in the config file using customer mode, all these things. There are different ways. What is the major advantage of these filters over all those other?
Very good question. So very good question. So I'll answer them. So as you said, so I will write some util class. Exactly, I will write some util class. See. Okay. So in that util class, what you are saying?
So we can just have a validate method, and we can call this method in pre-init, like in .NET we have. Yeah, we do have these filters in MVC, like authorization and I think result exception. But we usually use these utility classes only. So
Yes, I will say why. So here, so I don't write this code. I will say the answer to you directly. So if we use utilities in servlet, okay, we have to call that method from servlet.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here we have to call that method from servlet means what is the context? So we are handling the validation in servlet. So servlet is nothing but your controller.
Yeah. Yes.
Right? You are handling that validation in your controller. What should the controller need to handle?
Actually,
Need to handle the input requests. So it should not handle the validations. It should not handle the logging and everything. So it needs to handle only the input request, valid input request.
yeah. Business.
Okay.
Business logic.
Yeah. Okay. But so as you said, that is also correct in some scenarios. But this filter makes your code. So this for this validation filter, you can just directly plug to some other servlet also.
Yes.
So this one also you can make use of, because this is a static method. You can make use from anywhere in your current project.
Yes.
Okay. Suppose if I want to write another new project, means I have to take all this util class and keep there.
Yeah, that is true. Even for if we want to make any modifications, also it will go within the code, and it needs a deployment, downtime, everything. Rather than, so if it is in config file, it is directly changed. We get don't no need of deployment time. All these things, I think. Right, sir? Am I right?
No. You are a mistake. So you are saying different context.
Okay, maybe I'm confused.
I'm saying different context.
Okay.
Okay, fine. So, so if you make use of doing filters kind of thing, so you can achieve these things what they have specified: logging and auditing, image conversion, and everything. So these all can be done in servlet. But so whereas coming to design patterns. So everything, so day by day the technology is increasing, right?
Yes. Yes, sir.
So before filters, servlet exists. So filter exists from servlet 2.3. If you see here, since 2.3. Okay, but servlet, it's starting point. Version, they haven't given version, right? It's a starting point.
Yes, sir.
So later on, they have thought these scenarios, how to audit. So auditing should not be happened in servlet processing. So validation should not be in servlet processing. I should make, so Sun has thought like this. So I should make some technology like, I should make some filtering kind of thing, how to make. So so they thought those scenarios and find out this filter concept in Servlet 2.3 API. Okay. In the same way, in Servlet 2.5, you get many features.
Yes.
Okay. So the controller, so every time controller should process the input request and gives the response. Okay, it should do its part is to process the valid input request, not invalid.
Okay.
So every validations and everything need to be performed in filters. Okay, so if you practice this one, you will try to get more knowledge on filters. So if you search in this API, you will get. If you study all these things, you will get some more knowledge. Okay. Right. Anything else? Any doubts?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay. Bye, guys. So before ending this session, I want to say some message to you. So tomorrow and day after tomorrow is leave for me. So I want to give long sessions. So tomorrow, so today it's morning, early hour, AM. For me, it's PM for you. So today evening, it's not possible. I'll come. So tomorrow, in the sense, 16th. Tomorrow at the same time. So do you want to take long session in the same time? Hey, everyone left?
What's that is okay.
Oh, so tomorrow means you will be on in Friday night.
Yeah, sir.
So Saturday
Friday night 8:30 to until you want to go until 11 or 10:30.
So that only I'm saying. So my convenient time is Saturday evening.
Yeah, for us that is Saturday.
I want to skip tomorrow morning.
Oh, you want to skip tomorrow morning?
Yes.
Bipin, when are you traveling, Bipin? Is that tomorrow?
I'm traveling tomorrow evening at this time.
Perfect. So Saturday morning will you be available?
Yeah, I will be available.
So how about Raghav and Raju?
Even I'm going for graduation tomorrow. I'll be available on Saturday morning. It's fine for me.
Okay. So Riva, is that good with you as well? Saturday morning for you?
Saturday morning, I have something at 10:15 to 12.
Okay.
So before that, I mean, early morning, if it's possible, that is also okay.
So how about 8 to 10 on Saturday morning?
Works with me.
So
Okay.
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 It's okay. I might miss last few minutes.
Okay. Yeah. So
That's
I think 8 to 10 for us Saturday morning is Saturday evening for them.
Okay.
So evening for the instructor. It would be like 6:30 Saturday evening. Is that fine, Mani? I think I'm not able to hear. I'll give him a call and I'll send you an email. So yeah, I'll try to wrap up before 10. Okay, thanks everyone.
Sure.
Chandra, can you call me?
Yes. I'll give you a call on your cell phone now.
Okay, bye. Bye, guys. So just practice all the things. So that only I can say. Okay, bye.
Okay, thanks, Mani.
Okay.
I'll give you a call.